What is up, YouTube? What is up, family? We have another Patreon request. We got Loic Suberville. This guy's like a TikTok star or something. He's funny. We watched him before. He was making fun of how French words make no sense, and then Spanish words make no sense, and English words make no sense. And this one, hello English. All right, so he's gonna make fun of our language this time. It's always fun. Always fun. Let's go.
Hello, English. Today we'll be naming a couple of sea animals, okay? Oh, right on. All right, here's the first one.
He's talking to English. Okay.
Ooh, that looks like a star, so I'm gonna call that a starfish. Oh, no, this actually isn't a fish. Yeah, no, I know, but it looks like a star. Right? No, I understand. It looks like a star, but it's not a fish. No, starfish is good. Starfish is good. Okay, we'll come back to that one. How about this one? Ooh, that's cool. That's
jellyfish.
That's like jelly. It was like a jellyfish. Nope. Again, just because it's a sea animal doesn't make it a fish. No, I know, but I like jellyfish. Okay, you know what? Forget sea animals, all right? Let's just move on to... Let's do insects, okay? What do you want to call this little guy? It's silver.
A silverfish.
So I'm going to call it a silverfish. What? No, English. This doesn't even live in the water. Silverfish. It sounds like a superhero name, you know, silverfish. Yeah. Okay, you know what, English? You want to do a fish? Let's do fish, okay? What do you want to name this?
Seahorse.
Okay, don't get mad, but that straight up looks like a horse to me.
Bitte, please, beat, talk.
Hey, Deutsch, yeah? Do you want?
Wait, what happened? Did he just...
Okay, don't get mad, but that straight up looks like a horse to me.
Bitte, please.
Okay, so, all right. It's weird. It kind of weird how it just went into... Okay.
Talk.
Beat. We also les beat.
Hey, Deutsch, yeah? Do you want? Bitte. What? Please. Hey, Deutsch, calme-toi là. Listen, it's not appropriate. No, we cannot. What? Listen, Deutsch, I understand. Okay, it's universal languages. He's not okay with it, okay? No! I've tried. Trust me, I've tried, okay? Me and English have come very, very close. It's not ethical, okay? This is professional, and we have to keep it that way. Peter. Stop! Means please. Stop it. You're breaking my heart, okay? Maybe in another life. Deutsch. In another life. Please. Nine. Hey, UK, I hear you have a new sport? Yes, actually. It's a sport where you have a ball and you kick it around with your foot. Oh, cool. What'd you want to name it? Football. Okay, perfect. Hello, what about me? Oh, US will...
Here we go.
I just assumed you would also call it football. Yeah, no, but we already have our own football, so... Right. Yes, that sport where you throw the ball around with your hand. I mean, we also kick the ball with our foot. So. Sure, like once And the ball also kind of looks like a foot, so... Makes sense. So what did you want to call it? We noticed that they wear really high socks. So we were thinking soccer. What? No. The socks are just to hold up shin guards. They have nothing to do with Trust me. Soccer's good. Do you wear high socks in your football too? Just keep soccer. Soccer's good, okay? Maybe you should even think about calling it soccer. Soccer is honestly soccer. So soccer it is. Cool. Yeah, I'm sure that won't upset anybody. Because they wear high socks, you know? Soccer.
Dildo. Good.
I'm sorry, French, you want to call it a what? A god.
A god?
You're going to call a dildo a god. Yeah, I mean, people...
A god?
People call it that already, so... Huh? Well, when they use it, they say, oh my god.
That's great.
Oh my god. So we just decided to call it that.
Oh, this guy's great.
I want an avocado.
This guy's great.
Je veux un avocat.
I want a lawyer.
I want a lawyer. Je veux un avocat.
And how does the defendant...
This guy's great. This is awesome.
Plead. Okay, not guilty. Son, you're going away for a really long time. Pop quiz time! What? Today we will be going over the French pronouns. Okay. Elle, it is a woman, so it is elle. Il. L, but with an S because there's multiple women. Okay, now how about this? That's another L with an S. Wrong! What? I bet you didn't see him, but there is a man in the back. So if it's a mixed group, it's always gonna be masculine? That's sexist. No. In France, we love the woman, the beautiful, Jeanne d'Arc. She is French. We love Jeanne d'Arc. You do realize you burned her alive for being a woman? Yes. Of course. Wait, so why not just come up with a gender-neutral pronoun? Sorry, my phone is ringing. Bonjour. Oh, Président Macron. It is the president. I have to go. You're not even holding a phone. You get the name, okay? It's the president. Bonjour, oui, yes. All right, guys, today we'll be naming this thing. It's a weird little thing that grows on pine trees. Ooh, okay, we are going to call it pineapple. Pomme de pin. Love it. English? Yeah, I guess we'll call it a pineapple too. All right, fantastic. Up next is this guy. That's the same thing you just showed us. That's a pineapple. No, it's not. This is completely different. That's the exact same. Ananas. That's what we'll call it. Ananas. Yes, ananas works. Please, English. Could you not see how these two are completely different things? Fine. All right. I'll change the first one to pine cone. What?
Pine cone.
Why would you change the first one to pine cone and keep this one as pineapple? I wonder why. Because the second one's not cone shaped. This one isn't enough. Oh my god. Okay, for once, French had a decent idea. Pineapple is fine. Okay, I'm not gonna call it an ass. What? That's what French called it, an ass. It is not an ass. It's
An ananas.
ananas. Why would you put two determiners? You don't have to say an ass. You can just say an ass. It's like saying pineapple. Okay, guys, so today we need to come up with a word for the day after tomorrow.
Holy shit, this
English,
guy.
what do you got? Yeah, well, how about just that, the day after tomorrow? Okay, but that's not actually a word. You know, the day after tomorrow, that's a bit of a mouthful. So let's just, people can just say the day after tomorrow. It's fine. Okay. Oh, but universal, I did come up with a word for throwing someone out of a window. It's defenestration. A word for what? For throwing someone out of a window? You need a word for that? Yeah, of course. I mean, wait, you want us to say throw someone out of a window every time? English, when would you ever have to say that? I thought I made it clear. When I throw someone out. So you came up with a word for throwing someone out of a window. Defenestration. But you don't want to come up with the word for the day after tomorrow? When would anyone need to say that? I don't understand. Okay, fine. French? Yeah, no, well, I actually kind of agree with English on this one. Guys, really? Oh, but Universal, I did come up with a new word for when you slap someone across the face with your penis. What?
What the fuck?
Yeah, bifle. And bifler is the verb. I hate you guys. French, what is this? That's goose. No, I know what it means. Thank you very much. I'm just confused because I'm pretty sure I gave you 5 vowels and you used 3 of them here. O-E-U. And yet, how is this pronounced? Wa. Which are literally the 2 vowels that are not in this word, so explain. Oh, well, because I didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. You know, I used 3 of them, and I was like, well, I feel bad for you and A now, so I put them into the pronunciation. I can't believe I have to say this. French, you realize that letters don't have feelings, right? How could you say such a thing? I hope for your sake that H didn't hear you. He's been very sensitive ever since I made him silent.
Bat. Chauve-souris. Mouse bald. Chauve-souris.
Hey guys, today we'll be figuring out what we want to name this thing. All right, France, you want to go up first? Yes, well, in France, we kind of think it looks a little bit like a mouse. A mouse? I mean, yeah, sure, okay, I guess I see it. Like, do you want to call it flying mouse or? A flying? No. We were thinking bald mouse. Bald mouse. Okay, but you know it's not actually bald, right? Yes, we shall call it a bald mouse. Okay, fantastic. US?
We're just gonna call it a bat.
How about you? Yeah, we have an idea. We think it's gonna blow your socks off. Remember what we named this thing? Alrighty, guys. Today we gotta come up with a name for this. US, what do you got? Yeah, cool. So we got an idea. We think it's gonna be a huge hit. Walkie-talkie. US, this is like high-tech stuff, okay? This is gonna revolutionize telecommunications. You can't just... Yeah, because you can walk and talk. Yeah, no, it's gonna be a huge hit. Don't worry about it. All right, France, how about you? Walkie-talkie? What? No. Don't copy their idea. Come up with a new one. Different. Talkie-walkie.
A walkie-talkie. Un talkie-walkie.
A talkie-walkie.
Okay, French, we need to find a more casual way of saying je t'aime. What?
Ooh.
Well, like in English, you can say I like you, or in Spanish, instead of saying te amo, you can say te quiero. It's just more laid back, you know, so we can differentiate what you say to your lover and what you say to, like, a friend. Oh, well, I did that on purpose. On purpose? For the benefit of the doubt. What are you talking about? Okay, well, say you have been friends with someone for a very long time and you have a crush on them, is how I think you say it, which is weird, by the way. I know, I'll talk to English about it. Anyways, you go up to that person and you say, je t'aime. And then, based on their reaction, you can adapt. So if it's like a bad reaction, you can say, oh, no, I meant je t'aime as a friend, right? But if they kiss you on the mouth, it's good. Oh, and I was thinking the word excité in French could mean excited, but also horny. What? Benefit of the doubt. No. Oh man, this is making me so excité. No, stop it. Stop. All right, French, English, hello. Today we need to come up with a name for this. English, what do you got?
Ooh.
Key. You. Who? You. He said you. Yeah, key. You. A key. A key? A you. What? What? A key.
A key too.
A you. Stop. Great. Fantastic. Key it is. Awesome. French, what do you want to call it? Yes, we are going to call it a clé. Okay, so that's C-L-E, yeah? Yes, exactly. Okay. Or C-L-E-F. French, what do you mean or? There's no two ways of writing a word. It's either with an F or no F, and there's no F because it's not clef, it's clé. No, what? Come on, it's super simple. You can either spell it C-L-E with an accent or C-L-E-F. No, whatever you prefer. Okay, French, please don't do that. Okay, this is something we use practically every day, okay? If there's two different ways of spelling it, it's going to create a lot of debate, and the French don't need more things to debate about. Right? They're angry enough as it is. So let's just put C-L-E, no adding any random useless letters, okay,
Oh
French,
my God,
please?
this is too good.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep them both. I hate you. All right, friends. So just to make sure, no is gonna be non, and yes is gonna be oui. Yes, exactly. Except no excepts. Okay, you told me that ouais would be the equivalent of yeah, and non would be the equivalent of nah. But there doesn't need to be any rules associated to yes or no. Okay, it's very simple. No. This is a good rule. Imagine we're having a conversation, and I say oui, and then you say non. Well, then I have to respond si, because I can't say oui again. You know? Yes, you could. No. Yes.
See, we.
That would be so stupid. You know what? Either way, si in French is if, so it wouldn't work. Yes, that's true, but
Yes, see is what.
also yes in Spanish and in Italian. And I have a lot of arguments with people that don't speak French. So if I say oui and they say no, then I say it in their language. So I say si, you know. And if they still don't understand, then I'll add a third one in English and I'll say yes, you know. So it'll go oui, non, si, non, yes. And if they still say no, then they just are stupid. It's just how it goes. French, there doesn't need to be a rule for everything. Hello, guys. So today I'm going to need you to come up with a name for rubber. Bueno, pues nosotros vamos a utilizar la palabra condón. No, not that kind of rubber. Spanish. Perdón. Pues caucho. All right, I'll write that down.
Caucho.
Great, fantastic.
Caoutchouc.
French. Caoutchouc? Wow, French. So original. Copycat. No, it's actually completely different. We have two O's. You want to add an O? In the yes? Alright, still makes sense. We also have a second U. I mean, I guess we could add it at the end. And the T in the middle. T, okay. And put the second C. Where? Where do you want it? At the end, for symmetry. So you want to pronounce it caoutchouc? No. The C is
silent.
What? So as you can see, Spanish, it is a totally different word. Caoutchouc.
Bacon. L'art. The deposit. L'art. Art. L'art. They're in l'art. The deposit of the bacon art area is weary. L'art de l'art, l'art est là.
Oh, this guy is awesome. Oh, this is too good.
France is how you're gonna say it, right? An hôpital. It's like hospital, but without the S. Simple enough. Cool. All right, moving on. Wait. You know what? Actually, wait. What's up? There's something missing. I don't. Okay, like another letter, or you know what? Put a little hat on top of the O. You want a hat on top of the O? Yes. Put the hat on top of the O. Like that? Wow. Is it supposed to like change the pronunciation, or it doesn't do anything? I just like it aesthetically. No. God damn it, France. All right. Well,
God damn it, France.
you know this is gonna confuse people, right? It's gonna confuse the Americans so much. French, yes, we need to talk about your accents. Why? They make no sense. Yes, they do. Okay, could you explain to me the difference between these two? It's simple. That one is and the other one is What? Well, listen, it's Okay, so is like shit. French, shit is spelled easy. Right, yes, no, I was just giving you an example of the sound. If you gave me like 10 minutes, I could probably come up with
You give me like 10 minutes.
better. Okay, and this one? Yes, okay, so that's so it's like mother, it's mère. Okay, so mère would be spelled like this. This. But wait, isn't the ocean spelled like this and also pronounced mer? Well, ocean is different because there's no E, right? So it's different. Okay, so rêve, which ends with an E, would be like this, right? So yes, it's the right sound, but for that one we were thinking more the little hat. Like this? Yes, perfect. Hello, English! Today we're doing another round of naming fruits. Are you ready?
Could you imagine trying to learn each other's language? Everybody loses their mind. French people learning English would go crazy. English people learning French would go crazy. Spanish people must lose their mind trying to learn both of them. I don't even know. I mean, he's absolutely right. It is crazy. When the way he puts it, it makes a light bulb go off, right? Like, he's 100% right. Why do we do such weird things?
Ready? All right, let's do it. All right, fantastic. What do you want to name this? That is a grape. All right, great, fantastic. Grape, and what do you want to name this? That is a grape. I mean, you can't call both of them grape. No? Okay. Kind of looks like a grape. No, they're pretty different, actually. No similarities whatsoever. I think it's the round. The round. So what do you want to name this? That's a different fruit. So let's call that a grape. Fruit. Grapefruit? But this is also fruit, so this is a grape. So the first one, that one, which kind of looks like a grapefruit, but is not, is a grape, which is a fruit. But the second one, which looks like a grape, but is not, but it's also a fruit, is a grapefruit. You understand what I'm saying? You call this a grapefruit, that'll just be really confusing. People will not be confused by this, okay? Trust me, you just gotta trust me. This is great. You can't... Hello, English! So, as discussed, we're going over new animal names today.
This is so good.
Actually, I was thinking, instead of coming up with names for new animals, we could come up with names for groups of animals. No, English, we're not gonna... What would you call, like, a group of crows, Well, actually, just calling it a group of crows is fine. Well, no, right? That's stupid. A group of crows. So I was thinking we call them a murder of crows. A what? Yeah. Well, because when you see one crow, you're like, it's fine. But then you see, like, a group of crows, and you're like... They about to murder me. Wait. And then I started thinking about owls, how they look super smart, and I was like, a parliament of owls. No, and then I thought about how fish look super smart too, but not that.
I'm not gonna lie, I never heard of this shit. I'm not gonna lie, I never heard of a parliament of owls and a murder of crows. I've never heard that in my life.
Smart, so it would be a school of fish, because they're...
A school of fish. I have heard that, yes.
They're still learning. And also, by the way, if it's several of the same fish, it's fish, but if it's several of different kinds, then it's fishes. Just so you know. And then I thought about a group of bears, like a group of ferocious bears, and I was like, what does that convey? And so I thought about a sloth. So we're going to go with a sloth of bears.
Never heard of a sloth of bears.
It's the name of another animal. Also,
A sloth is another animal.
Cackle of hyenas, because, not to be confused with gaggle of geese. What? There's also prickle of porcupines and a blessing of unicorns. That's not even a real animal.
Cow. Vache. Oh, damn. Oh, la vache.
Oh, la vache. Well, that's like saying holy cow.
Really? Vachement.
All right, guys, so far for expressions that demonstrate excitement, we have wow, which both of you are going to use. We also have oh my god. Anything else? Yes, I have an idea. In France, we have these really, really big cows, and every time we see them, we go, oh la vache, oh the cow, it's such a big cow. And every time we are surprised, we go, oh the cow. Okay, you know what? I think that's cute and funny. You know what? I'm gonna allow that. English, what about you? Well, we also have a funny one about cows. No, we don't have to stay on cow. Holy cow. As in it's a holy... Yes, well, we have another one where every time you want to say a lot, like a lot, you say cowly. Like, okay, wait. No,
vachement.
I gotta because I make cow jokes completely. Let's just forget it. I got a good one. Yeah, I got another one about cows. No more cows! And we're back. Okay, guys, today we're doing expressions. I want you to come up with something that means doing something useless. English, what do you got? Okay, well, the other day I saw a dog chasing after a cat, and the cat went up a tree, but then it jumped and went to a different tree, but the dog didn't see that, so it just kept barking at that first tree, so I think we could say barking up the wrong tree is doing something useless. It makes total sense. French, how about you? Yes, something useless. Oh, we will say pisser dans un violon.
Pissing in a violin. I'd never heard of this either.
Pissing in a violin? Why? because the other day, I peed in a violin, and it was completely useless. No, yeah, I understand that peeing in a violin is useless. I'm just trying to wrap my head around why it was done initially, you know, like barking up the wrong tree. It's because he thinks there's a cat up there, but the peeing in a violin, just not. Well, because peeing in a violin is useless. Would you know? Right, the French, yes, I know, but why? Well, because I peed in a violin and it was useless. I mean, it did a little bit of a, you know, when it hits the cup, but. Ultimately, peeing in a violin, I have to say, it's useless. Peeing in a violin it is. All right, thank you, French. Great stuff, guys. See you tomorrow. Hello, guys. Today we need to come up with a word for pregnant. French, what do you got? Yes, we are going to call it enceinte. Enceinte. Oh, isn't that the same word for speakers, though? Yes.
Ah, ça, je savais pas. Enceinte, c'est des speakers?
Okay, weird. What do you want to call a pregnancy then? Is it going to be like enceintitude, enceintité? No, we are going to call it the fatness, la grossesse. No. What are you talking about? It's not technically the fatness. It's not fat, you know, it's a baby. So I guess it's more like the bigness, you know. Gross also means big, so it's the bigness. No, Frank, no, I refuse. Okay, you're not going to call it la grossesse. Okay, they're creating a human life inside their belly. Obviously, I know you're not creating life, you know, but I mean they get so big, so it's like why not just call it the bigness? I think it'll be really simple, really easy to remember. You know what? Forget it.
What do you call fat people?
Let's just move on to the next thing. We'll circle back to that. We need a word for contraceptive pills.
Ooh.
German. Anti-Baby-Pillen. Jesus Christ. Okay. I'm gonna go take a...
Oh my god!
French? Yes. What is this? Oh, the C with the squiggly. We call it the CCD. Yeah, what is that? Oh, well, you know how we have the rule about the C only sounding like an S if it's before E, I, or Y? Yeah. Well, the squiggly makes it so it sounds like an S no matter what. Okay. Well, here's a crazy idea. What if when you want an S sound, you use an S? Because I like the C with the squiggly. Hey, Universal, you know the word facade? What? I think we're going to start pronouncing it facade. Sounds better. Do whatever you want. Oh, okay. I thought I'd get more resistance on that, but cool. All right. Facade. Facade. With a C. Nice. All right, guys. Today we're looking at your units of measurement. French.
Yes, this is excellent.
Very fast. You have meters for distance. You have gram for weight. You need 1,000 meters for a kilometer. You need 100 meters for an hectometer. You need 10 meters for a decameter. 10 decimeters makes a meter. 100 centimeters makes a meter. And 1,000 millimeters makes a meter. And the same goes for grams. Thank you very much. Oh, that's fantastic, French. Thank you. English.
Here we go.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, French. Boring. All right. Here's the real concept for you. Okay. I started off with an inch. What's an inch? This is an inch. And I looked at it, and then I looked at my foot, and I thought, how many of these inches would fit in my foot? And the answer is 12. And then I went outside into my backyard, and I looked at it, and I said, how many of my feet would fit in that yard? Like 20. And the answer is 3. I have a very small yard. And then I looked at that yard, and I thought, how many of those yards would fit in a mile? And assume it's 1,760. No. So that's what this is. Now I started thinking about weight. So we're going to start with ounces, which we're going to abbreviate to OZ. Why?
I am. Je suis. I follow. Je suis. You are you. Tais-toi.
Oh, be quiet.
Shut up. Tais-toi.
Hey Nicolas, tu fais quoi? Je suis Alexis. Non, toi t'es Nicolas. Oui, c'est ça, moi je suis Nicolas. Et je suis Alexis. Non, du coup, t'es soit Nicolas, soit Alexis. Je comprends pas ce que tu comprends pas. Je suis Nicolas. Ouais. Et là maintenant, je suis Alexis. Tu te fous de ma gueule ou quoi? T'es soit Nicolas, soit Alexis. Tu peux pas être les deux. Mais qu'est-ce que tu comprends pas? Je suis Nicolas, d'accord? Et là, je suis Alexis. Oh putain. Oula. Ok. Toi, tu es Nicolas. Et je suis Alexis. Non. Toi, tais-toi. Non, mais toi, tais-toi. Alright guys, we're gonna have a serious conversation about all these double L's you're putting in words for no apparent reason. Spanish, you care to explain? Sí, claro. Sometimes we use a double L to make the Y sound, like in pollo. But we have the letter Y for the Y sound. That's the point of the letter Y. You could just... I guess. I mean, in some countries they use the double L to make the J sound, like pollo, you know? So, English? Yeah, well, when we use the double L sound, like in well, it still sounds like an L. So, okay, so what's the point of having two? Oh, well, that's just in case you forget one. There's still an L there. Huh? Okay. I'm almost afraid to ask the question. French, what about you? Don't worry. English where double L sounds like L, like in bed. Okay, fine. But sometimes it's also like Spanish where double L sounds like a Y, like in fille. No, French, one of those already makes no sense. You can't do both. But sometimes actually you just need one L to make the Y sound like in deuil. Because why waste your time writing a second L when you can just write one L to make the Y sound? Why do I even give you letters? I feel like I'm going. Was it something I said?
Gross. Fat.
Hey, what are you doing? Oh, hey, friends. My wife actually just sent me pictures of our baby. Oh, look at that! Yeah, she's quite, what's the word? She's gross, no? What?
She's gross.
Baby, she's quite gross. Excuse me, my baby's not gross. No, not gross. She's, you know, gross, yeah, I know, you know what gross it means? Yeah, well, my baby is beautiful, okay? Oh, come on, we're in 2021, okay? Beauty standards have changed. Just because someone is gross doesn't mean they are ugly, okay? You better stop talking, French. Come on, I love that face and her big black eyes. She looks like, what's that thing called? It's you know, it's a fuck. Like a what? She's a gross fuck. What is wrong with you? What? Come on, I was just trying to say your baby is cute. I remember the word, it's fat. She looks like a fat fuck.
Fat fuck.
Beard. Barbe. Daddy.
Ooh.
Peppa.
Oh.
Barbe papa. Cotton candy.
What?
Hey guys, so today's gonna be a little more relaxed, okay? So I want you to have fun with this one, but I want you to name this. Awesome, yeah, we were actually thinking it kind of looks like cotton, so maybe cotton candy. Cotton candy, yeah. Okay, I get it. I love that. Great. French, how about you? Yes. Daddy's beard. What, French? No, this is something you eat. Don't you want it to sound a little appetizing? Yeah, like when you were a kid and Daddy let me eat your beard. It's so delicious, you know? French, are you good? I miss my daddy! Papa! Hey, are you okay? Yeah, I just don't know what to do. I just lost my job, actually. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. But you know, here in France, if you lose your job, it's okay because you get to touch ass et dick. What? Well, if you want now, you can touch...
You get to touch ass and dick.
Ass et dick. No, man.
Oh,
shit. What do you mean, no? You want money? You want to be able to pay for rent, food? Yeah. Well, then you go and you touch ass et dick. Dude, no. Okay, I don't want to touch ass and dick, okay? What? No, not ass et dick. Ass et dick. Association pour l'emploi de l'industrie et le commerce. Acidic. Oh, acidic. Okay, I'm so sorry. It sounded to me like... Anyways, once you've done that, then you can go and you can also apply for balls and titties.
Oh my God. Wow. Wow.
Hey guys, so yesterday we came up with a name for kissing. Now we need to come up with a name for kissing with the tongue. English, what do you got? Yeah, so we've actually seen French do this, and he's really good at it. Oh, thank you. Yes, with the... So we're just going to go ahead and call it French kiss. French kiss. Okay, well, that seems to be making French happy, but that is the third time you've done that after French toast and French fries. But it's okay. We'll allow this one just... Yeah. French, how about you? Yes, well, for us, the name is quite obvious. It will be rolling the shovel. French... What the shit? Okay, alright. French.
Rolling the shovel.
Explain. You need to explain. Universal languages, come on, it's so obvious. You really don't understand? No, explain. Oh my God, you know why you don't understand? You've never done it. Oh my God, English has never done it. He's never done it. You've never done it. Never rolling the shovel. What? No. Oh, you said rolling the shovel. whoa. Sorry, I misheard that. I've never done it. No, I've done it. No, okay, rolling the shovel. That makes total sense. No, I get it. I get it. Come here.
Dead end. Cul du sac. Badass. Cul du sac.
France, I heard you came up with a new expression for dead end.
Yes.
Oh,
Take this bag. When I reach inside the bag, it is a dead end. Right here. Okay, now what do you call this part of the bag?
Bottom of the bag.
The ass is the ass. It is ass.
Ass.
So in France, we have decided dead end will now be bag's ass. Cul-de-sac. Okay.
oh shit. God damn it, France.
Right.
My case is closed.
All right, guys. So what are we gonna name this?
Yeah, we're gonna call it a pool, but just for the record, we still think it's a disgusting place that people basically just used to piss in.
Absolutely not.
It's
This
true.
is a place where people go and have fun. Okay, they go and swim around with their family. Okay, people don't use this place to piss in. All right.
PC.
French.
A place to piss.
Oh God, not that face. No, please, no.
Swimming pool. Piscine.
Hello, French.
Hello.
So we've actually been getting a lot of complaints because of all those silent letters you decided to add at the end of words for some reason. So we've just decided we're gonna go ahead and get rid of this.
What? No. It's important. You pronounce the letter.
When?
When it becomes feminine, of course.
What?
You know, it's gros if it's fat man. It's gross if it's fat woman. You know, you have voisin, voisine. You know, étudiant, étudiante. If it's a boy dog, it's chien. If it's a girl dog, it's chienne. You understand?
You know what, French? That actually kind of makes sense. For the first time, I'm actually amazed at how much sense that made. All right, so like puppy, for example, is chiot, and you spelled it with a silent T because when it's a girl puppy, it's shut, right?
Shit.
Chiot.
Shut.
Shoe. Puppy.
Shut.
Jut. Toilet.
French, right?
About that one.
Here. Pair. Pair. Loses.
Bad.
Father. Pair. Pair. Bois.
What?
It is an egg. 719. It's a new one.
Oh shit.
C'est un œuf. C'est un œuf. C'est un œuf.
Fantastic. Oh, Loic, my God, this guy's great. This guy's amazing. This is too good, man. Ooh, man. That was a good laugh. Oh my God, that was a good laugh. This guy's hilarious. This guy's smart as hell, too. Don't be fooled by his humor. This guy is smart. He is brilliant. Ooh. But that was too good, man. That was too good. This not the first time I've seen this either, and he just killed me on this one. Killed me. He m'a tué. He is hilarious. Oh, too good. Too good. Too bon. Too bon. Oh la la. Bon. Excellent. Excellent request. Excellent request. Yes. Okay. Whew. I gotta catch a breather now. Okay. Take care. Peace out. À la prochaine et bonsoir.